Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Alrighty. Think we're good. Any day now. Yep, we're streaming. Whew. Alrighty. Let's see, minimize that. Hey everyone, how y'all doing? Welcome to SEO This Week, episode 217. Today, we're going to do a site audit. I was going to do a local business schema of it. We can get a lot of interactions on the last one, and it looked like a viewer needed some help. So I figure I would share my insights on his website, see where we go from there. Maybe even learn some stuff that we might otherwise not have known had we not looked at someone else's website. And this is in a niche that I'm not even involved in, so kind of carry off and just kind of show some of the stuff that I look at. If you like your site to be audited, feel free to let me know. Just hit me in the comments or hit me up on Skype or something like that. Just understand, since I am doing it for free, I will do it on the show. But at the end of the day, I mean, your competition's probably not watching what I'm doing anyway, right? But we'll take that as and just go with it. I think it's good. It's going to be a good show. It'll be a good thing to do, and you guys might get some information that you may or may not have otherwise had as a result of it. So I got to open up one more thing, and then I'll start sharing my screen with you all. And I just don't want to show off too much. Oh, I really messed up. Oh, I did something I didn't need to do. Oopsie doodles. But I do need this one. All right. So that's good. Okay. I think I am all set. Sweet. If you're in the chat, let me know. There you go. There's Everhart. So I know that is working. And there's my big ugly mug that's showing. If you want to call or you have questions about the audit, you can call me toll free. And the number is 888-586-1680. 888-586-1680. And that will get you through to me. If we're connected on Skype already, you can call on Skype as well. The text should work just fine. Doing that. So either way is totally acceptable. I am going to turn down the audio from my computer. That way it doesn't start screaming at you if I do something dumb. And go ahead and start sharing the screen. So I have to minimize this so I can see. And I'm going to change this a little bit just so I can see that. The tools that we used for this audit is Corelight. We used SEO Volatility. Both of those are from Ted Kubitis. I use Sitebulb, Ahrefs, Majestic, SEMrush, and SEO Cockpit, or SE Cockpit. It's a keyword research tool. You don't necessarily need to use all of these tools. Find the ones that work for you. If you're doing a link audit, which is something that we are going to be doing, then you do need all three of those link tools: Majestic, SEMrush, and Ahrefs. And if you want to be above board for a full link audit, you would need Moz report, and you would need SEO Spyglass. If you have it, you need Search Console and Big Webmaster Tools, external link reports. And the reason you want to do that is because all of these tools will all collect from different places, right? So you will get a whole bunch of different values. Some of them are be duplicate. I would argue even most of them are duplicate, but a lot of these search for backlinks in totally different starting points. And Moz and Ahrefs, for example, they'll find links that the other one will totally miss. And it's the same with SEO Spyglass. They have their own crawlers, and Moz has their own thing now too. Hung up on someone. They're gonna have to get over it. So that creates a lot of hassle for everybody when you're doing an actual real link cleanup. But it also needs to be known if you're actually doing something like making recommendations. So with that, let's get the money making out of the way. Rankgear.com is our schema tool. It sponsors now, is supporting SEO this week, along with SEO Intelligence Agency. So if you want to know more about Rankgear, I've highlighted this in a couple of videos already, and it's a schema tool. We've added a whole bunch of cool stuff. I'm actually getting ready to make all the free training videos, so pretty soon there'll be a knowledge base knowledge base set up inside of here that will allow us or allow you to go through step by step and learn about making schema with Rankgear and why we think this would be the best choice for you. And, that's me making my opinion. So that's the end of the money making stuff. All right. So what are we going to do? We're going to look at and do a site. You saw it in the title. It's WartonWoodWorks.com. And this business serves London, Essex, and beyond. I don't know what and beyond would imply, but we'll say London and Essex. And specifically the Essex area is what this homepage is based for. So Essex and London. I'm not from England. I have been to London before, but it's about the extent of my knowledge of London. I only spent a day there. So first question is, I've been getting do follow backlinks for some time now, but does this not seem to make much difference in my traffic? Do I need hundreds of backlinks to make an impact on my traffic? And I would argue that the poor guy got this whole slew of SEO. I don't even know what to say, how to comment on this, but a lot of these responses are probably, I would argue, not very much helpful. There's only one in here that I even liked, and let me see if I can find him. There you go. no amount of quality backlinks will help if, with traffic unless you have content that is actually searched. That is the only answer in this entire set that I even found to be worthwhile. And the reason is, I think they're all stating, with the exception of Jonas there, kind of the obvious. Like they're spitting out the same dribble that a lot of SEOs pump out when they see questions like this, so that they can make themselves, I don't know if it's so they can make themselves feel good. I'm sure a lot of people are part of these with good intentions, but very few actually answer the question there. And all too often you can find in a lot of these groups, and SEO Signals Lab is not immune or alone, but you can find a lot of these groups or YouTube shows or whatever. And people ask these questions, and it just kind of dumbfounds me into how they turn it into a bunch of junk and otherwise less than helpful. I mean, the guy is obviously a business owner. He's doing and learning SEO on his own. He's implementing SEO on his own, and he's asking for some help. And unfortunately, what happens is, and it's not just unique to this group, obviously, but when you ask for help, you can't do a lot of things. And one of those things is get a clear, concise picture of what the hell is going on and why you need to do it. There are very, very few people, as a matter of fact, that actually want to share their website. And I appreciate that Jamie did that. It takes a lot of stones to share your website in a site like this, because of the 40,000 or Plasad or 66,000 members, I'm sure there's going to be a couple trolls in there that'll share this site. It's just something that always happens to everybody. So, and so that leaves a lot of people not wanting to do that. In this case, he did it. But let's go over some of these answers. So first, the question again, just because I've been rambling on. I've been getting do follow backlinks for some time now, but this does not quite seem to make much difference in my traffic. Do I need hundreds of backlinks to make a major impact in traffic? So one of the answers, quantity over quality always. Have you looked to see how popular or authoritative domains that they've got links from are? So that didn't answer the question. Does this seem to make much difference in my traffic? Can do any backlinks to make a major impact? They just didn't answer it. Not all backlinks are major equal. What kind of links are you getting? Didn't answer it. Types of contents. Types and quality of links varies. This will potentially impact your success. This is pretty close. Cormac is pretty close. Depends on your competition. Do you know what their link profiles are? This is pretty close. The quality and relevance of those links goes a long way. If most of those links are blog comments on relevant websites, you're probably not going to get too far. That is false. If your links are all Web 2.0, you probably won't have too much either. That is false. If you are in the health niche and you get a backlink from a clothing store, that is not going to be too helpful. That is false. But if you are in a health niche and you have 100 backlinks from a higher authority health sites, that's where you'll see a big impact. You will see a big impact. You have 100 backlinks from high authority websites, so yeah. Especially if those links are sending you links, get you traffic and backlinks as well. Unproven. Basically, the traffic part is unproven. The backlink stuff we know is true, but the traffic part is not. That is a good. The traffic benefit from backlinks is cool, but it is not a ranking improver. Reverse engineer the ranking process on a SERP for any particular page. What are the numbers? This is part of keyword research, so okay, doesn't answer the question, but okay. Ask yourself these two questions and you know why. Is my content enough to be ranking? That's a good question. Am I getting quality links to my content? Also a good question. If you answer no or not sure to either, to start optimizing your content for search and start building backlinks. Content first, then build backlinks. That's true. Content first, then build backlinks. The search intent should have already been addressed before you even built your web page. And your content, yeah, you should do that. But it doesn't answer the question. It could take months to see links boost ranking, especially if your site is new. Make sure your links are quality, like everyone else is saying, and not trash user-generated stuff that everyone else is spamming. Not trash user-generated stuff that everyone else is spamming. I'd like to know who everyone else is. If everyone else is doing it, and they might be ranking. If everyone else is doing it, it might be working. So you being the outlier makes you kind of an idiot, or a tosser, as it were. My buddy in England would say. If you want to build high quality backlinks, it should be also relevant to your niche. Not necessarily true. Relevant topical trust links are important. Topical trust links are important. That's interesting. Let's play off of the topical trust or tropical trust flow from Majestic. Try pushing a connection with segmentation of links that are relative to your industry. Eliminate, disavow, lower DA links. So obviously he trusts trust flow over NDA. You're not even close to relevant. Relevance doesn't always have to be just for the SERP rank. Relevance UX can be human to convert to traffic. Convert the human to convert to traffic as well. That's okay. Whatever. I don't even know what the dude's trying to say there, and I've been around for a while. There's Jonas's what everyone else said. And it could also do far more harm. You could also be far more than hundreds. One of our competitors has millions. But what everyone else said is wrong, Jenny. So there you go. There's Jamie again. Relevancy. Wrong. All right. So back to the question. I've been getting do follow backlinks for some time now, but this does not seem to make much of a difference in my traffic. Much of difference to my traffic. Do I need hundreds of backlinks to make a major impact on my traffic? So, rankings begets traffic. Traffic begets leads. Leads begets sales. However, if you rank for the wrong things, you get the wrong traffic, you don't get any leads and you don't get any sales. Or if you rank for the right words and you don't get any leads or sales or traffic, it may be that your search volume is low. So let's start right there. We're going to start at search volume. So the keyword here is loft conversions Essex. If we look at SEO copy pick, we don't even see search volume for it, unfortunately, right? So, and I actually searched for it right here, and the search volume is 10. So, and that's even if I did both of these. So there's lost conversions and lost conversion. This one's showing lost conversion, right? So let's see the one for sure. We'll get the keyword volume. It's 10. And the keyword volume there is 10. So let's just say that even if that's right, the keyword volume of 10 per month, if you're getting 25% of the traffic for that is like 1 or 2 visitors a month. We can even do the math. So 10 times 0.25, 10 times 0.25, yeah, 2. So you get 2 visitors a month from this keyword. Now, a lot of us would go, oh, 2 visitors, that's crap. He is offering loft conversions. So if you, and looking at his website, I'm going to make a lot of assumptions here, but you're turning your attic into a livable space. This is essentially what he's offering. Loss conversions. I live in a small house. I want a bigger house. I can't build out, but I can sure as heck go up. So let's go up. And here's an example. Small to big, small to big. All right. So you can imagine that that is probably $100,000 job on estimate, right? Especially you're doing the architecture, you're doing the permits, you're building all the supplies, you're doing all the work, you're XYZ. I think 100,000 could be pretty fair. So if you get 2 visitors that are searching for that, and you convert one of them into a sale, that's $100,000 off of 2 visitors a month. So one, in this market, low traffic, you're just going to have to expect it, especially for these converting keywords. And these are the ones you really want. Loft conversions, Essex, loft conversions, London, and maybe even some of the other neighborhoods in there. I did a site audit, as I said, with SiteBulb, and I found a whole bunch more stuff. To counteract that, the website owner is actually doing a pretty good job here, and he's created this portfolio DIY guides. Now, home bar DIY guides. And I'm just going to hit search for Google or look at it. It's going to fix that for me. No search volume reported. Home volume, home bar guides. We'll do that one. No search volume reported. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's doesn't got traffic. It's just that there's none reported. Excuse me. Had to cough. Man caves, that's a good one. But man caves what? Because it's really general. So let's go and look in here and see man caves. It's quirky lighting ideas, soundproof garage, garden bar. Well, where the hell's man caves? I clicked man caves. There's nothing here. So it's not going to rank for man caves if you don't have anything about man caves. So there's 2.9 thousand that are just, it's not there. So you're not going to get traffic off of that. You're not going to get traffic off of that. What else? Bar design. There were some bars in there. We saw that. So we're good with that. DIY, bathroom DIY. Bathroom category, different types of shower heads, Is that 2 different URLs? Guide to different type of shower head, different type of shower head. This is a waste. Those need to be combined. Best ways to remove bathroom towel walls, how to unblock a toilet. These are decent topics. The downstairs toilet ideas, tile walls, condensed homes, moldy. That's not too bad. You also notice in here, I don't know if you've seen it, I've been rolling through there pretty quick, but a lot of these content is pretty old. There's no consistency with publishing. But again, if you're doing $100,000 loft conversions, you get one of those a month. You don't have any time to do writing blogs, but that's okay. DIY car, modern classic cars. This should be taken off of your site completely. This car stuff. You're a house contractor. You're doing lofts and stuff. What the heck are you doing talking about cars? Get that off of there. Bridge laying, bricklaying, that's relevant. DIY carpentry is relevant. Interior design, DIY projects. Okay, electrical engineering, fine. Fitness, delete it. Gardening, delete it. Gaming, delete it. Internet, delete it. Puzzles and riddles, delete it. Plumbing, roofing is fine. Security is fine. Technology, delete it. And this is okay, I guess. There's a lot of pages in there that just don't need to be in there. Okay, so hopefully you guys are all with me so far. So, backlinks and stuff. Backlinks beget rankings. Rankings beget traffic. Right now, you are this website has quite a great deal of backlinks. Actually, one of the things that I noticed here is that they're using the www subdomain as the primary for the website, but there are backlinks going to the regular root domain. And some of those are through a redirect and stuff, and just kind of how this tool reports it. So we'll jump over here, and we want to make sure that there's no anchors to some things. And one of them is, well, here's one you can stand out. I don't know if you guys can see that. Boom, boom, boom. But is linking to the HTTP version and through a redirect. And you don't want to do that, especially if you're building backlinks. You don't want to do that. Let's see. And these all seem to be wwws. So I'm pretty happy with that. And there's another one. And this is not a bad site, right? So go back down here. And I can't sort through. Trust flow. It's dumb. I want to sort. You see, the trust flow in general is pretty low on all of these. And that's not an end of the world thing. Like, trust flow is a measurement for Majestic. And at the end of the day, it's kind of a filter for us. But you see the classified directories, site directory, best site directory. Those are kind of ghetto. Website lists. This is garbage. Blogspot should all be disavowed. Another directory. Let's look at this directory. Check out this backlink. It's not a horrible directory. It's actually set up pretty nice. It looks clean. This is cool for link building for the directory. Yeah, it's not horrible. Cite that as a good one. Where's another one? I'm going to show you why you don't want this. These are just junk link lists. See that? This is just crap. Keep an eye out for those. Here's another one. This one, crap. Rare Sprite direct crap. Notice that? Did you see that? Those are the exact same CMS. Crap. Let's see if there's another one here. There's a third one. It's crap. There's another one. Crap. Exact same CMS. So either that's software or someone who's got a air quotes directory PBN. And this is really lazy because they're all the same. Let's see what this is. Is kind of plague. I've seen a lot of these. It's like a those website lists. This is kind of the new version of that, but it's weird. Like what is the purpose of? It's essentially showing the search results, and then it pops it into this new format, right? So this is kind of weird for me, and sets off alarm bells. Let's see what this one is. Remember that other directory we looked at? Does that theme look the same? So this is the links that were built on here are not the best. They're not the best. Now, remember when I said relevancy and all that stuff doesn't just because they're on there doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. But look how fast it took us to find the patterns. Like just looking through there, we found 2 essential networks, and you see that they have no love from a link building perspective. So whoever made these just made them for outbound links. There's no love going to them. They're not getting backlinks. So ergo 0 plus 0 equals 0. So if I had this big wonderful network of directories and I give you everybody links for it, that's all great and wonderful, but I'm not leveraging those very well or I'm not boosting those up, so they're not very useful. This is junk. Aren't even free DIY guides to the woodworking. Okay, that's an interesting application for that. It's in context. It's not the same site. You're not going to do like a reverse sink or swim thing, but if true, you check out these free DIY. Consider doing some projects this year. It's actually a relevant backlink because they talked about that thing there. It might be on that weirdo site, but it's still a relevant backlink. It's another one of these directories. Let's see what we got here. It's that same theme. I think we already clicked on that one. Website list. There's another directory. Did I just scroll back up? I think I did. Let me keep going up here. See some more. Sustainable home, tags, rear home. Declutter your bathroom. What to do. What is this one's not actually not all that bad. Bathroom remodeling. Highlight over that. This one seems like a guest post. I would probably say this is a guest post. I would go out on a limb and say this is a guest post. There you go, guest post. This one's actually going to hurt you because it says guest post on the website. It doesn't specifically say it's in here, but Google is able to filter out patterns, right? And one of the things it's looking for is guest post. And if that's across the entire website, I bet you there's, especially after the last update, it was not doing so good. And then from an anchor text perspective, in your guest posts, don't use keywords. In your T1s, use brands. If you're going to do guest posting, just mention your brand. Don't use the keywords, and you'll be okay. Let's see what else. There's some questions over here. Let me get a couple of those. Jay, I have a couple brands cited, linked in Wikipedia, yet they don't show up in Ahrefs in the backlink list. Is that unusual? Not really. Wikipedia is pretty big. From a business perspective, if I was Ahrefs, I wouldn't be crawling Wikipedia all that often because it may be a seed site for them for sure, but I wouldn't actually be crawling it all the time because it's so big and it uses up so much resources. So for it not to be found in there, it doesn't surprise me at all. And Elton Musa, do you just give out the crap list of links and just ignore them? A little bit of both. So I look at the websites. Where's our link list? We'll look at those and we'll go, what should we do? So where's that directory? Here they are, right here. It says they're deleted. We'll look at it just in case. Yeah, see, they're all deleted. If those are deleted already, I am going to add these to my disavow thing. One, I don't want them back. I don't want to be in these 99 or website list things. So I'm going to disavow those domains and stuff. Now, you see that it's already deleted. So it's not necessarily going to help you. However, this says a signal to Google. It says, or to the algorithm, it says, look, they're maintaining their link profile. If they're maintaining their link profile and all these things are in there and all of these things happen to be triggers for the algorithm to either demote your website or to send you to a manual review, if you have disavowed them, you've also removed the desire or the triggers for the algorithm to go into manual review. So although they're deleted, I would still put them in a disavow file, ergo kind of building some trust up. Same thing with the blog spots. These are trash. You don't want to have those linking to you anymore since December 2020. And then you go through here and do the same with this and clean up the link profile a little bit. You don't want to don't go in here and go nuclear and just disavow everything just because link research tools or your thoughts or some online guru said to do that. You just want to go in there and get smart. So just like we did, we picked out some of these sites that are clearly a directory. So this one's not too bad. Yeah, this is just a link. This is a resources list. This is totally fine. I would kind of use this. Yeah, this isn't horrible. I'd be okay keeping that there, right? Let's see. And you really got to do this manually. So with this link profile, there was not all that many backlinks. So 111 referring domains. So I would actually do you could do that manually using these tools, Ahrefs and Majestic together, and manually review those and you'll be fine. If you get into the couple thousands, you want to invest in link research tools to do this. But you're going in there and you're finding all this stuff. Now, I have all these backlinks and they all have no power. So do follow or not. If they have no power, they're pretty much worthless. And even we're just using just trust flow and citation flow, and you see that a lot of 0 zeros. As a matter of fact, a page and a half of 0 zeros, and a page and a half of low following ones. So we did our disavow. You want to go in there and build backlinks to all of those in Majestic. So that's next. Let's look at Ahrefs. You see there's 328 referring domains in here. The link building has kind of gone up. There's directories, blog spots. These are all bad. You want to disavow all of these. There's a ton more here. Disavow all of those. Holy crap, there's a lot. I'm going to disavow those. And let's see what we're looking at here. Some of these random slate wall cladding. That's not too bad. But it's just in images. They just used your images. Image links aren't necessarily not bad. They're not the best, but they're not bad. These are all images. What the hell is this News Globe Journal? Garden bar ideas. And there's malware. You got to disavow those. You got to find all those sites that have malware on them that are using. I bet you. Let me look. Do we find there's best garden guard, building a garden bar. Yeah, there's some links and stuff in there. I don't know necessarily that they use the content from the website, but the malware is there, and then there's links to the website. Let's see here. Sustainable home. This hasn't triggered any malware yet, so that's good. Tankless water heater. What the hell's a save money? That's not even related to the website. Save money, but it'll help you save money. Think about knocking walls, walking around and using salvage for it. It'll help you save money. That is not even related. That's a worthless backlink right there. It's not related in any way. You might as well just click here. It's not going to help you. Not a bad backlink, but it's not useful at all. Companies, it's probably not horrible. We're not even going to look at that. Home networking ideas. Why have a home network? That's weird. Let's look at this. Home networking ideas. even know what this is. This is just pure trash. If I was doing a full audit of this, I'd actually go in here and review this website a little bit more, see if I wanted to keep it. It's low numbers. It's not going to destroy you, but I would see if Link Research Tools was pulling it up, see if it was part of a network. Let's see. This one ain't horrible. You can tell this is a network, but it's not horrible. Real old content. Let's see how much traffic you got. It's getting traffic. It's ranking for keywords. Yeah, I'd keep this one. And it's branded. Not going to hurt you. This is a good one. All right. So to answer this question, hopefully we've kind of done that. Do I need hundreds of backlinks? No. You actually got plenty of backlinks in the backlink profile of this website already. But you do need to audit those and get rid of some of the junk that we talked about to create your disavow file. And then you need to boost all of those do follow backlinks you got. Like that last site that we opened, what was it? Strategics Online. It's got a DR 37, but your pages only have a UR. That means there's no backlinks going to those pages. So you want to find all of those that are on really good pages, really good sites with decent anchor text, and send backlinks to those. So you want to boost those up. So that's kind of how you're going to approach this. You don't need hundreds. You don't need thousands. You don't not need them. But in this case, if you're going to build backlinks to those backlinks and save yourself some money. And that'll actually make your process a whole lot faster. It will not, I repeat, it will not impact your traffic unless the search volume of these keywords actually goes up. And you can see loft company, loft construction, there's only 70 at 29%. Let's see how much of that is. 70 times 2.9, 20 visitors a month. That's not a whole lot of traffic. You're not in wonderful traffic land. The traffic is actually probably going to come from these, and you just need to write better content. This content here is actually pretty horrible. And I'm not trying to say that to be mean, but it is. It's pretty horrible. So you need to fix that. And then he also has posted this, and you see all these, and hopefully you guys can see them, but get free high quality wallpapers, all those. You need to disavow every last damn one of those websites. These are just scraping there, and the sites are actually bad. And for you'd think that Google would automatically demote these, but they're not, and they're hitting, they're giving you negative link juice power. So you need to disavow those. Jeff Ferguson says spammy links are largely ignored by Google. That is complete and utter bullshit. Disavow those files. Disavow these backlinks. And that's going to help you out. Let's see. They could also be aggregators. What this really is there's some networks out there, and they create these wallpaper sites. They give you a whole bunch of trashy backlinks, and then they email you saying that they're going to clean you up. They want to do clean up your bad SEO, clean up your backlink profile for you. They'll charge you for doing that, and in that process, they'll actually just remove these for you, or create a disavow file with all those in them, and just rinse and repeat. So just save yourself some money, save yourself a little time, find everything that relates to these and disavow those backlinks. This here, spammy backlinks are largely ignored by Google, is complete and utter crap. They are not largely being largely ignored by Google. As a matter of fact, it's the sites that are sending links that are getting ignored by Google, but they're still passing on the negativity of that link to you. And it's right along the lines of when you have to what's that called? You're cleaning up your link profile. You're doing your disavows. Jesus, what else? I lost it. But this is not true. Spammy backlinks are actually hitting you, and that's why we are recommending that you ignore the Ahrefs or blog spots. Get rid of the blog spots because Google's hitting you for those. Google knows that network is that site has been pretty much bashed by now, so they want you, or they've made it essentially so it's a negative impact on you. It'll either give you no boost or it'll downgrade your website. You could still rank these pages fine, but you can't. Don't link from a blog spot to your money's pages. You'll kill yourself. And I've solidly recommended for a few weeks now is to disavow all blogspot links. They are hurting you. Google is not ignoring them. Google is using them against you. And so you need to clean up this profile. Best list of websites that needs to be cleaned up. It's gone. Get rid of it. Ethiopian News Today links. It's not private. Delete it. It's bad. This is all this junk inside of this link profile is counteracting any work that you may or may not have done to build your SEO. You see the same thing in here. Someone went crazy and it just buying where the traffic is going up according to this, but according to the questions, according to the search volume, we know that this website's not getting that. Right? It's not getting 1,500 traffic a month. It's just saying they're worried about traffic jobs. It's not getting, and the keywords here are not as high as they think. But there are some opportunities in here for sure. And when we look at this, and you can see this actually better in Search Console per page, keywords that they're showing it to you. In Search Console, you'd actually use impressions. I don't have this website Search Console, so I can't show you that. You see there's positions, traffic differential. We want to look at volume. And loft boards, how to build tiles. See, that's relevant. It's there. It's shown in 46. I can capture more traffic by building more backlinks to this page with some good anchor text. I can capture more traffic from bar garden ideas by cleaning up that page. Feature wall ideas. There's one of those pages on there. I can capture more traffic by doing that. All of these things are, it can generate more traffic for you. Let's click on this. And I want to look specifically at the backlinks that this page has got. Positions, subdomains, backlink analysis. And we're looking specifically at that page. There's only 9. It's not horrible. Similar profiles, top pages. Let's see what the anchors are. All worthless. What does that have to do with bar garden? What does this have to do with the bar garden? What does this have to do with the bar garden? These are the only ones right here. This is probably worthwhile. These are all worthless. People, you guys need to stop doing this. First, you're sending a signal to the algorithm saying that it's about software, or you can go to software. This is about getting code or going now. Where am I going to here? I mean, where am I going to? Where am I going to get code? Why am I going to go get software when I'm looking up bar garden ideas? None of these are of any value whatsoever. You're actually degrading the targeting for building a garden area by putting these in here and saying, hey, that's not what this web page is about. And then you have the Wartons here. Let's see the question. Now I see it. Is this disavow strategy based on testing? Seems to give a mixed message relating links. John Mune's sentence, Google ignored trash links. Could it be he's not telling the truth? It's not that he's not telling the truth. It's just that he is under the understanding that Google, he's told by the website team, we're ignoring it. Now, when he actually had a podcast, he had the Google spam team on, and they did not once talk. They were talking about spam, right? So we were all thinking, oh, they're going after links. Well, really, what they're doing is going after web pages themselves, the actual spammers, the enablers of spam, and they're going after people who are not cleaning up their websites. They're allowing all that junk and all that stuff. And they're saying, hey, we're going to demote your websites. When they demote your websites, they demote the value of that link. for you. And that value is marked at a scale of +1 to, or, +10 to -10. And if your site that you're getting a backlink from, or if that site getting a backlink from is a -10, that -10 transfers off to your website. Right? So they're actually ignoring and not counting or not looking at or not qualifying these websites by giving it a score of -10 and saying it's bad. And by you having a backlink on it, you're actually getting hurt from that. So he's not lying. He just can't tell you the truth, because if they tell you how they find and identify these bad backlinks, they'll tell you can reverse engineer that solution and figure out how or what would be called good backlinks, and they don't want to help you out as an SEO doing that, right? So yeah, and as most sites are unmanaged, the potential for negative SEO is massive if they're doing that. That is correct, but that's the point. So they want to, because there's so many websites, right? What is it? 2 billion, 2 trillion? Like, I don't know. Let's look it up. How many websites today? How many websites are there? There we go. There's a good one. 1.88 billion websites. That might be even a bad guess. 1.86 billion websites. So let's think about that. 1.86 billion websites. Google's got to sort all that stuff out, and then they want to find only the best websites, and they have to do that with links, because Hello, Alta Vista, Excite, all those other things didn't use links, and they had trash results. But Google introduced using backlinks and PageRank, which was essentially a backlink thing, and made the sites better. So in order to do that, 1.86 billion, to have a nice clean set of websites to go through, essentially they want you to clean up and manage your crap. So if you're going to put a website up, you got to manage it nowadays. Totally, I get it. Honestly, I totally agree. I think that should be done. It's better user experience and it's better internet. So I think them doing it the way that they've said that they're doing it, I think it's perfect. I think it's genius, and I hope they continue to do that. Does it hurt software tools like GSA, SEER, and etc.? Yeah, a little bit. But with 1.86 billion websites, it's going to take a while for Google to police all that madness up, and that's why those tools are still working. All right, so we looked at the keywords. We looked at the volume. We've seen here this tool essentially from the home page. This is what the page is about. It's all low volume. Even if I added all that up together, you probably get 20 visitors a month based off 29% click-through rate if you're ranking number 1 for those. So what do we do? How do we really help Jamie out? And at the end of the day, I kind of want to say that he needs to avoid backlinks for right now. He's not there yet. He's not achieved I'm at backlinks yet. Right now he's still at I need to do some on-page stuff. So we do our on-page first, we do our schema second, and then we do our backlinks. And right now Jamie's still at on-page. So first is optimize the homepage for the thing that you're looking for. Lost conversions, Essex. Lost conversions, London. Pick one. London and Essex are actually pretty close based off the map, right? I'm not even sure. How far apart is London and Essex? 35 miles. So, yeah, relatively close. I would actually optimize the homepage for the area that you're really, 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 really want to work in. And I would probably say that Essex, if it's like anything like the States, Essex is probably air quoted subdivision, and London is the big city, and you're not necessarily going to get a whole lot of people moving over because they're living in those duplexes and apartments and all that madness, right? So I would actually optimize my homepage for Essex, and then kind of leave London out of there. You just don't want to send mixed signals. Just Essex and beyond. Get rid of London. Essex and London, get rid of that. You just don't want to send mixed signals, right? You can create a London page. You can create an exact duplicate of this page and optimize it entirely for London and be just fine. We're looking at London and Essex and the ranking probabilities here, and this goes through and finds 20, and I found the website right there at number 32. So it's 33 or 34 is generally where it's ranking. And that's because the optimization for this is just not there. It's on page is just not there. No matter how many good backlinks you have, if you have no on page, if your on page is just not there, it's not going to rank. And in this case, the on page is just not there. And let's look for this. I'm going to look for this here. And it's only mentioned twice. That's it. It's just not enough. All right. So you need to do some on-page work. We look at the on-page stuff here using Correlite. Yeah, you can lose all this stuff here. I just kind of cheat and I just go down to this here, the green. See all this green is highlighted? This is what I really need to do. RSS, bleh, not even worried about it. Variations in the A tags. Entities. You need entities. Variations in the HTML. Entities. And variations. Entities. Variations. Has a canonical URL. That's there. Let's see. You need one. Let's see. You don't have a canonical in here? Let's see that. View the page source. Control F. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's canonical. It's weird. Let's see. Oh yeah, it says you have one. Duh. Schema, you need that. Well, there is schema search action. It's there. You need variations in nav. There's a lot of content stuff that you're missing. Variations in your tags. Variations in P tags. And it's not there. And here's some of the variations that it's talking about. Let's go up here. Variations, conversions, loft conversions, Essex, lofts. It's just not inside of the content. Let's go here. Lofts. Nothing. Nada. Does not say lofts anywhere in there. What the hell? Loft. There's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. Loft conversion. Conversions. There's 3. Lost conversion. There's 4. It's kind of overlap. Yeah. Not too impressed with the on page in this. I think they're just missing so much, right? They can do so much better. href lane for exit. No one understands what the heck they're saying. That's funny. Let's see. Let's look at another one. Let's look at these guides. See the on page of some of these guides. Bars, maker recess, LED, liquor shelf. How many people are looking for that? LED liquor shelf. That'd be cool. Why don't I make one? I just buy this cool one here for it's 320. Liquor shelves, displays, the bionic liquor shelf display. The user intent is not make. The user intent there is buy. Recessed liquor shelf. Buy. Pictures of. Buy. This Pinterest, by the way, you kind of want to see that in there. So if you have some cool guy pictures, you need to take some stuff over to Pinterest. This one, unfortunately, is not a cool guy picture. I just can't see any depth in it. I have no idea what the hell it's doing. It's not a cool guy picture. And make your own LED shelf. Installing the LED shelf. The imagery could have been good. Making a recessed LED shift. Let's see this one. Right there, number 1. Unfortunately, there's no search volume. All right. So what the analytics may tell me different, right? The analytics may say, hey, there's search volume here. Or more importantly, the search console and the impressions. But if you're ranking number 1 and you're having traffic issues, you probably pick keywords that don't have search volume. Let's go. There's some more in here, right? Oh, it's going to make me go through. Where the hell is your interlinking? Let me go back. Interlinking the tags. Low profile strips. This will link out. There's one. How to soundproof a garage or a bar. Let's do that. How to soundproof a garage. It's not ranking. This one's got good volume, but it's not ranking. Let's see if it's on page 2. Nope. All right. So let's go. Let's do this. We'll do it the fast way. We just bust out correlate. How to soundproof a garage. While we're doing for that, let me do this. How to soundproof a bar. No search volume there. Garage is different from the bar, though. Why have them both together? How to soundproof a garage bar? That would have been cool. Is there how to soundproof a garage bar? Nada. So how to soundproof the garage? Get bar out of there. You don't need bar. Rank for garage. So we're going to do how to soundproof a garage. That's our keyword. It's already in the United Kingdom. I'm not going to do Essex. And I want to force this URL if we can't find it. I don't think we're going to find it anyway, so I'm just going to force it. Oh, come on. I want to run it, but if Cora's not going to let me run it, I'm not going to do it. Ten's had some problems with that software. It didn't work twice today, and then it's just pissing me off. There's ranking variations. I already looked at that. We already looked at that. How far is London Index? I think we're already good with that. All right, so backlinks. Backlinks is not this website's problem. It's clearly an on-page thing. The on-page needs to be redone significantly. The content needs to be updated. A lot of the imagery, like these DIY guides and stuff, they're just bad. And it's really not even reading it. Like, here's the imagery is kind of blah. The quirky likes pictures kind of blah. None of this is useful. You know what I mean? So it needs to be. I would argue that if you're going to have these images here in this type of market, where you can leverage a lot of stuff, people want to look at this and look at it and say, hey, that's fancy. And if it's tiny like this, that needs to be addressed. Stretch it out. Show off your stuff. If you're going to do Warton WoodWorks and show off this light thing, make it go a whole lot better. Make it be bigger. Show off and be proud of it. Right? Found it ranking at 24. It's probably different in the UK. Yeah, the tool is actually set up to run the UK when it works, so I'm waiting for it. And that volatility thing, I actually had it set for the UK. I closed it. Let me see if it did it. there it is. Yeah, near Great Britain, near Essex. So that's volatility. It kind of shows you, right? It's giving this. This is direct from the API too. So it's giving this, and then you search for it. It says 24. I bet you someone else can probably do it again, and it would be different. So that's one of the volatility things that we're standing out, kind of trying to figure out. All right, so here we go. United Kingdom. What was I looking for? How to soundproof a garage. Search. And Elton said 24, so that's what we'll start looking when this comes up. 24. Nope. I don't even see it. Let's do Essex. Let's search. $24. Nope. I don't even see it. Oh, there it is. The Warton Woodworking, number 10. There you go. So we're going to do that. And let's see what we got to do to pop this thing into the top 3. I'll run that. And you guys can watch that. Any more? Any guys have any questions while this is running? It's going to take a couple seconds. How to soundproof a garage again. I'm just looking for intent now. How to soundproof a garage. Soundproofing. This is all informational, so that's really good. 390. Do 390 times 0.29, 113 visitors a month, give or take, based off of this one keyword. And that's an estimate. All right, so let's see where we're at here. Still working. So yeah, I'll just stop sharing my screen for now. Again, if you guys want to call, ask questions, 888-586-1680, 888-586-1680, or hit me up on Skype. Chrome Surfer extension has started to add title change in the search results. Useful. It is. It's useful for a couple of reasons. One, Google said when they announced that they were doing that, they were only changing roughly 20% of titles. If you turn on that keyword Surfer Chrome extension, you'll actually see that they're actually changing probably about 80 to 90% of titles, which is and in some instances they're changing 100% of the titles in the search results. So, liar, pants on fire, as it were. The downside of that tool is it doesn't tell you where they're getting the keywords, the new title from, which zones, etc. Which zones that they're getting titles from. Are they getting it for the H1s, H2s? Are they getting it from in content, or are they just making it up? So Rank Gear will actually, in the next day or two, will actually have a tool you put a keyword into. If you're a free user, it'll go through and do like the top 10 and tell you that they're changing it and here's where they got it from. If you're a paid user, i.e. you're a paid member of Rank Gear and you have the SEO, the schema tool, you'll get the ability to get the top 100 of those and save your searches so you can collect that data and turn that data into more justification for why you're doing things. Very useful. Also, you can do case studies on that and just help me do the liar, pants on fire approach to Google in regards to what they said that they're doing with this machine learning versus what has actually happened. The other benefit of that is to keep a whole bunch of different niches or a whole bunch of different keywords within your niche, and you can monitor that and find the kind of ergo default places that they're looking for the titles now inside of your niche, i.e. one of the niches that I'm in, it is primarily the H1s. That's what they're using versus the title tags. But you wouldn't have known that if you didn't have a tool that says, one, the titles have changed, and two, they're not with the, and this is where it's coming from. I figured it out in my niche because it's pretty easy from, it's the H1s. So that was not that hard to do manually, but there are other niches where that kind of bounces around in variances and stuff. So we're going to create that tool and make that available for free to everyone at the 10 sites, 10 search results thing. And then if you want the to save your results and put together that data and have that all together, and you just join Rank Gear and it'll be part of that tool set. Still waiting on Quora to run. It's creating the reports. I did not mash the right button again because I'm an idiot. Let me find that one. I gotta find that. Correlate. Yeah, I gotta wait for it to finish doing this now. I'm looking to. Actually, it should be in here. Ah, there it is. I don't need all of them. I just need this one. Boom, here it is. Exact match. Need all that. Let's look at here. Exact match. Keywords. It's on page and keywords. And it's not in that post. I mean, there's some instances of it, right? But you still need more to knock it out of the park. You still have to do more. So here you add another exact match in H2s, another exact match. When you take care of this one, you'll probably take care of this one, right? And this one. So you need to add, but you need to add more, 7 more instances in the body. Title has sales keywords. I would look at that a little bit closer. Entities, need to do some entity stuff. Entities in the HTML need a whole lot more. Like that needs to be cleaned up more. Schema, that'd be valuable to add. That's just the start. I would actually look. The way this works is essentially you just want to look at the stuff right here, where this green is highlighted. Is where you want to go. The rest of that gray stuff is kind of also do's. But that's kind of where we thought this was, right? I'm going to go ahead and stop that. I don't need the whole report. And close that. And go back to chat. All right. Any other questions? Site audits. They're fun, right? So we just learned a whole bunch of things. We learned about the marketing. We learned about looking at backlinks. We learned about looking at your backlink profiles and cleaning those up. We learned about boosting your backlinks. No sense in spending $125 to $250 for a backlink only to not do anything with it, especially if you're buying a lot of guest posting or you're doing a lot of outreach and stuff and getting our articles posted on other people's websites. Brand new link because it's got no backlinks. Is actually zero value to you whatsoever. We learned about how to look at the on-page from a better perspective. We learned a little bit about Correlate and and then we answered some stuff about the title changes that are, and some tools that are doing that. Let's see. When you're doing a technical audit, what's your main tool of choice? I missed that, Russ. I missed that one. It's this one, Sitebulb. Boom. Here's what Sitebulb does. And the reason is, one, UI. It looks just a lot better than Screaming Frog. Like, you can kind of do the same thing with Screaming Frog, right? And see a lot of this stuff, but it's got these triggers and hints and stuff that make everything just a little bit easier. And I like to look at the criticals and the highs and figure out what's going on with that kind of stuff. Like, why is the CSS files, why are they disallowed? The CSS files are part of the, like, how to make the website, and you need to see those. So why are those disallowed on one page? I would check that stuff out, right? And then some of this other stuff I would look at too, just as it goes along. And you could do that using this audit. It's not too bad. Like, the SEO scores is already done. So I would look at a couple of these and figure this out. But that's Sitebulb by far is my go-to choice right now. This one's interesting. Sitebulb CSS testing not found, did not return. So I'd have to actually check that out, see why that's working. Let me click on it, see what happens. Found, not found. That's a weird message. So that's your 404, and it doesn't. But for the most part, yeah, this is my tool of choice. This is like, for technical stuff, it's the best thing, in my opinion, to getting through and doing the audit. And it also creates a nice little PDF, so you can do one right at the beginning, and then as you make improvements once a quarter, send a new one. Here's a new quarterly audit. You see all these improvements. All those things have gone away. The site is still sound. And it's also good because you have rogue clients, rogue developers that go in there and change some stuff, and maybe they mess something up and then you didn't know it, and they allow you to catch all that stuff first. Let's see. Elston, when you create a page, what do you do? When you create a page, would you do core first, then schema, then internal linking, then build backlinks? Mine is actually, I write it first. I write it freehand, or I send it out to writers with the H1 and the outline, and they write it. Then they send it back to me. I put it in phrase. I optimize phrase for the entity stuff, get it up to 100%. Phrase is really a lot about injecting entities. I'll send it over to Surfer, do the same thing. I'm not chasing 100 in Surfer though, 75 to 90, and I'm happy. Then I go to inlinks, and I'm chasing a 90. I want to get it up to at least 90 in inlinks, because after I've done that, I've had 3 different sources, 3 different API versions look at it, and now my entities are squared away. Remember Cora in the Cora report I showed you? It was a lot of entity stuff, right? I'm doing it all before I even get to Cora. And that optimization, generally, just doing it the way I did it, I just said, you can rank for easy terms pretty damn consistently without doing much more SEO, without even doing schema, just doing that part, the writing part that I just told you, because inside of that, you're doing all your optimization naturally. You're writing your H2s, you're adding your variations, you're adding your entities, all of that stuff. You're doing it all within the writing process. Notice I didn't say I find my SEO writer. I don't find an SEO writer. I am the SEO. It is my job to optimize content. It's the writer's job to write the content. When you leave them that freedom to think about writing, and you're not burying them on with, oh, you need to do my SEO content, and just write it, it's already generally 99% done. 90 to 99% done from an SEO perspective. You just got to go in there and add some entity stuff and clean it up a little bit. So stop hiring SEO content writers. That's garbage. Hire writers that are doing a good job for you. And then I'll do schema, see where it lands. And then if it's not high enough yet, I'll look at 2 things. My interlinking, make sure I link to it enough. And then 2, Cora. Generally Cora Lite, because it's just easier. You've seen the reports are better than the spreadsheets. But Cora, one of them, Cora Lite or Cora, either one of those, I'll fire them off. And then I'll build backlinks to it. That's my process. And that generally one page, you're going through all those different steps. It could probably take 2 or 3 months to knock that out. Right? But when I said the content optimization stuff, pretty much ranking with just doing that for easy terms without backlinks. And I say easy, like keyword research, analysis, keyword research service. I'm ranking for a couple of those, couple of variations of those. Without backlinks. That's pretty interesting. Let's see. No more questions? Good. That's an hour and 20 minutes, man. This show went longer than ever. The site audits, I just kind of get carried away with the site audits anyway. I like doing them. So maybe we'll do some more of this. We'll see. All y'all are chicken, don't want to call in. That's fine. I understand. Soft chickens. 888-586-1680 is a toll-free number. Come on. Get some courage. Grab your cajones and call every once in a while. Give me someone to talk to. And I look forward to it. Business growth ready. Is your SaaS in AppSimo soon? Nope, probably not going to be. 40% is what we get out of that, I think. And we are only charging, I think the flat fee is $47 when we got to do sales tax. And I've put it in AppSimo for $69 and it cost us $14,000 to build it. AppSimo just don't make no damn sense to us. There's no reason whatsoever to do it. Unless we only offer it, the schema tool only. Like you get the schema tool when you join Rankier through an AppSimo offer. Then I'd be fine. But we're adding more things to it to Rankier. The title tag thing is just the first thing. We want it to be set of gears to replace a bunch of tools for you. That's the goal for one subscription price versus a whole bunch of them. And AppSimo is just doesn't make any sense for me. And speaking from someone, I'm a customer of AppSimo. I think they, I think their clientele base just wouldn't be people that I would want to do business with, as a matter of fact. Oh, I bought the lifetime at AppSimo. How come I don't get everything from you for free that you ever do? Yeah, you don't haven't earned that. The only thing that those are useful for, especially in particular SaaS for lifetime deals, is getting your developer money back. That's why, frankly, people do lifetime deals. They got to get the development money back. They have to get the development money back, and they got to do it fast. So they offer lifetime deals on that. But at the end of the day, they got to be smart and turn that off, because recurring is how you continue to provide the service. And AppSimo customers just don't seem to get that, in my opinion. And I'm an AppSimo customer. I get it. And I take a risk when I buy those, because I know that most of them will die sooner rather than later anyway. There's a few exceptions, but the ones that were smart that close down their AppSimo deals, no longer accept lifetime, and actually go and build on that recurring, those are the ones that stay around, i.e. Phrase, etc. Those guys will stay around because they're smart enough to dump that stuff. Susie Bloomfield, what is it that you are looking for in inlinks besides internal links? Inlinks is actually a content editor. The primary focus of the inlinks is the content editor, and the content briefs has nothing to do with the internal links. It says inlinks is the name, but the internal linking is actually a very, very, very minimal part of that entire software. It's the content editing part that I'm looking at. And once you get in there and you optimize a page, you'll see the scores, and the scores that I'm generally shooting for is at least 90%. So hopefully that answers your question, Susie. All right. That's it. Sweet. I got to go buy some stuff, spend some of my money. I appreciate all of y'all. And thank you for joining me in SEO this week. I'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.